Welcome back to the channel. Before we get into the segment to finish up this conversation debate with me, Ellis, and Oz, I want to talk about some news within the one-on-one space. First off, we got Moon clapping back on his IG story saying, when I get back, I want to play everybody y'all said in y'all top 5. Then we can have a conversation, ... all disrespect. So obviously and rightfully so, feels like he's in the top 5, has a crazy resume, one-on-one legend. He wants to play all the top 5 guys. This channel is for conversation and debate and players to have a platform just to speak their mind. It's all fun and conversation to build matchups up. Inevitably, the guys have to play to decide who really is the top 5. And then the second thing before we get into the segment is Friga took to his IG story and called out Mario Chalmers for a game 2. As we know, he played in the Inalab event. Chalmers beat Friga. There was some controversy at the end of that, but regardless, Chalmers won, so Friga's calling for a rematch. If you dig into that a little bit, why is Friga calling out Chalmers when the real game that we've been talking about and they've been talking about is Friga versus Nas? So I think there might be some friction in terms of closing a deal and coming to terms. As y'all know, Nas wants to play in the trenches and Friga is with the next chapter. So there's definitely some friction there in terms of closing the deal for that game to happen. I want to see this Friga and Nas matchup. I feel like it's been hyped up well and I think it needs to happen. So let me know what y'all think, but let's get into the segment.
Where are you most comfortable? The trenches or let's say a next chapter setting?
Good question.
School, Manny.
Why
Answer that.
Why? My question is, why would Friga meet you there? I see your point in not going to meet Friga in the next chapter. That makes perfect sense. But why would Friga come meet you there? It makes no sense. And here's my thing as well. You wouldn't go meet Dev, and I totally understand that because I know how big the game is. I ain't going to his stuff.
You know why, Friga? I will give them the more monetary base, like the thing that's gonna make the most money. No, he don't. But it's not even about the money. The video itself is gonna bring whoever has the video the most views in a while. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what games you got on your platform. That is a big ass game, and the behind the scenes that we put together now for this game is gonna make this the biggest game of the year. So he can have the biggest game of the year on his platform. Just bring the actual game, the physical game to my platform.
Which is what matters the most, though.
What?
In terms of who wins, because that's the game. Like, the video is the video. That's arbitrary. That doesn't really play. That doesn't play into how you guys play in real life.
Right.
So
that it like.
Regardless, but I play his rules. I play his rules already.
So what do you want the rules to be?
15 ones and twos. 3 dribbles. I don't play that 4 dribble shit. 3 dribbles like a real pro. 5-3-3 foul count. Shoot the free throw from the fucking 3-point line and have Manny, Kurt, and School behind me.
Here's why Freak is number 2. You're not eager. You're not talking about anybody else that way at all. You.
I'm everybody else. That top 5 is my nigga. It's not like Friga not my nigga, but Friga started this shit. He came and called me, and listen, and that's another thing. Nobody else in the top 5 has said my name on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Except for Scoob, and we were gonna go at it at that time. I was talking the same way when Scoob and me was going at it. Now Friga,
worse, really.
Worse. He called my name on the internet. Whenever somebody say Nas' name on the internet, I'm gonna respond.
The boogeyman.
That's what I'm saying. Dev called my name on the internet. I'm gonna respond. Dev think he control every narrative. I kick that nigga off the live. I'll run this shit now, man. You hear me? This ain't no old nigga world no more. This for the new niggas. You hear me? The new niggas is running sound.
All right, back on track. Where are we at with this? Like, so we kind of lost track of the top 5, but B, do you have any holes you want to poke in his top 5, or Nas, do you have any other holes?
I already did everything I had to do. He didn't value Rob's one-on-one win as much because he was at home in the trenches. So he shouldn't be able to value Nesco's first 3 wins because he's at home in the trenches.
I didn't value Rob's win because he hasn't played no other games in the trenches.
That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense, Nas. Because he hasn't played more than one game in the trenches to you. You can't value that win right there.
What I'm saying is the whole thing, like do they have when I'm looking at a player, one-on-one player, when I look at a one-on-one player, did they play in every type of setting?
Rob did.
Let me tell you, Rob don't get the trench setting X because he only played like anybody that played their first game and they hope like let's say Keyshawn. Even though I don't want to say Keyshawn, let's say Zeke. You know Zeke just because you know what I'm saying. All right, Zeke is somebody I played. He don't get the trench game X because it was his home. You feel what I'm saying? Until he go outside the trench, and without his home, that's when he gets the trench X.
Yeah, and then you go back and it validates what you've done in the past. I understand what you're saying, and I do think that's an honest thought process with the whole Nesco situation. That we're kind of going in circles with that. I want to ask you this though, Nas. If a master one-on-one professional league is created, which is potentially in the works, and those rules are a little bit more professional just because that's how you kind of have to do it at a mainstream level. What is that? How do you feel about that? Because that does kind of cater more towards the next chapter rules. Would we agree on that? So how do you feel about that? Like, would that then be the standard? Would that then be the standard, though, for who we thought was the best one-on-one players?
Let me tell you, I had to talk to my agent and see if I'm even going to participate.
Okay.
So can't say so. Even if the person who goes in the 1v1 rankings in the professional league goes there and wins out and wins everything, Nas wasn't in that professional league, so he still got to see me on my terms to be the number one. And you know what my terms is going to be?
What is
it? 5-3-3. Let's do it, nigga. All
right.
It's just the 5-3-3 for me. Everything else is cool.
I want to ask you this.
Go ahead, B.
Where did this obsession come from? I haven't. This obsession did not come.
You want me to tell you, B? You want me to tell you? Can I tell him, B?
Also, go ahead.
Nas came on the scene, tearing stuff up. He played overseas. He did well in Africa. He was kind of on his like pro wave. He came into the scene barking that he was a pro, and he was, and he did it at a high level. He then went on a tour amongst the YouTube guys. Meanwhile, the trenches, whatever you want to call it, was saying he's a YouTuber. He hasn't done it here yet, though. So Nas got obsessed with proving them wrong.
He done did it. He done proved them wrong. Where is this obsession coming from still? You done did it. You done beat Zeke. The nigga ain't lost.
Okay,
what is the obsession still here for?
Let me tell you, B.
Go ahead.
Because it was birthed that way. That's how it was birthed for sure. But now that I have been in like our tour and been in the trenches outside of the tour, it's a different type of high for me. You feel what I'm saying?
I knew it.
It's a different type of high. So it's like you feel me? Crackheads need their hit every once. I need a little taste of the trenches every once in a while. I need my little hit. I can't do without it. Right now. Like this tour, if nobody else wanted to play, I would continue by myself for my little hit. You know what I'm saying? So I need my hit every once in a while. You feel what I'm saying? So like, it's just like it's my high. The trenches is my. I like going to other niggas' hoods against their best player who they say is really like that and proving. I like proving niggas wrong has always been my motto. Like since I was underrated in high school, didn't get the love I wanted in college. Feel me? Had to go low level overseas. When I did go overseas, you know what I'm saying, to prove myself to even get to the higher level offers. So proving niggas wrongs have always been something that I like. That's like a character trait of mine. Like that's a moral, like that's something deep down within me. You know what I'm saying? So I just like being disadvantaged, being down on the ropes. Everybody think you're gonna lose. Like there's no way you can win. And proving niggas wrong every single time. I got like 3 or 4 one-on-one videos right now in my vault that I still haven't even posted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's not what gets me my high. Not posting the video or like showing people like, oh, I done whooped this nigga out.
It's less about money now because you have some. I understand that.
Because the BLS is talking about resumes. it's 3 games that he don't even know I played, and I have. You know what I'm saying?
Can you stop talking about your resume when I already got you one?
School hasn't posted his Atlanta video, and that's a resume builder. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. So,
all right, we're approaching. Go ahead. Last closing thoughts.
So it's just like the vibe, the organic, like, you know what I'm saying, street ball culture. I really cherish that a lot.
No doubt.
And it's like I said, it's my high. That is my high.
Right.
So if you have that type of environment, call me. And if you do, I would come for less than I would come for somebody that don't have that environment. I promise you. That's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact. Like, I don't make on these tours, I don't make as much as I make when I go to somebody else's event and play in the event.
Okay.
But would I rather put on my tour than somebody else's event? If I had to choose between one of the two, I'm going on my tour. Sure.
Yeah. B, closing thoughts?
I cooked him. I cooked his ass. But I will say that he made some valid points, and I listened to him, but I got him. Right where the people are going to see it.
People are gonna listen, who you think won the battle? The argument.
Yeah, comment below.
Comment below. If you would big guard you, comment big guard you, and I send all y'all a shirt. Bye. I'm for the guy.